Hello, everybody. Welcome to our daily race. This is on Speed Gaming 3. We are doing standard mode, and we have on the screen for you Sailor Nep, Akahesh. Hi, I'm Cody, and Rai Rai. I'm Professor Renderin. Joining me is Sefno. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Sorry, I cut in there a little bit late because I had a bit of a connection issue.
So yeah,
Did we go over? We have a bunch of other people off screen.
Yeah,
Sorry,
we only have 9 people that in the race room, so there's 5 other people available to us. So this is standard mode. This is just a standard. We start in Link's house. We go through the escape, and we have given ourselves a random weapon to start the game here. And so it could be from bombs to bow to either Cane of Samaria or Berna, a bow, or wait, I think I said bow already. Sword.
Yeah. So Render, what's your favorite weapon?
Bombs.
To see.
Bombs is always my favorite one because it gives you free backup escape, especially.
Sorry. Is that your favorite as a runner or as a viewer?
As a runner, and because it's just fun.
Okay. I love bombs. Is a wow. Look at that, bombs in Link's house. But so this is when you don't want bombs, right? As a runner.
No,
because you don't want to get a refresh on bombs. You'd rather get another weapon right here, and then you at least have a bomb already.
Yeah, I mean it's still fine. I mean it doesn't matter. But actually since we're here, our MSUs, our Sailor Nep is going to be playing with Amori. Akuhesh is going to be playing with Chrono Trigger. Hi, I'm Cody is going to be playing with Mad Red Dead. And Rai Rai is going to be playing with Twilight Princess. And I'm going on Hi, I'm Cody's audio because I am biased towards Mad Red Dead. It's literally the best game ever made, and you should play it. We got a bow to start off.
Well, a bow is a nice... that's a really helpful weapon. At least we're not going to be doing that search if we need to do Eastern or Pod. Any newer viewers, you will see pretty close runs between a lot of our runners at this point because it is very linear until we get out of Hyrule Castle.
But yeah, it's always the fun one because the bow start is you get tons of arrows to work with here. And you have access to Eastern right out of the gates with a remote layup.
Hey, look, a fetch quest. We got a shovel. Actually, getting a shovel this early is not that bad because it really does allow you to just loop that shovel check in with your overworld checks.
Mm-hmm. All right, we should be getting our syncs in now. Should now be all nice and synced up here. Yeah, so
everyone's in the same room right now. That's pretty sync, isn't it?
Well, it's
I know what you mean about getting the runners on the same timer, but they're all in the same room when I said it.
Yeah, but this is standard escape, so there's not really much to talk about. So Sailor Nep, you know her, you love her. She's the one that she's a really good player. Hi, I'm Cody has been around, and I actually do remember the name as well because he was responsible for the Avian Arts rolling the website that rolls Avian Arts seeds for the tournament that happened.
That's cool.
A very normal and inconspicuous Link to Past Randomizer tournament, which is just a bunch of meme modes. When everyone's just played True Pot Hunt instead, because True Pot Hunt was actually the better of all the modes that was there.
Speaking of tournaments, since we're talking about it, this is part of the daily series. But the daily series is going to wrap up for a little bit as we're going to have a lot of ALTTP seeds coming up from the main tournament on Speed Gaming coming up soon.
Yeah, this is our second to last restream for the dailies because tomorrow, as of April 20th, 2023, it'll be open boots. It'll be on the 5 p.m. slot, and that will be our last one before our last daily before we take a break from the restreams of the dailies, and to make way for the main tournament that will take up most of the Blink to the Past Randomizer broadcasting.
But if you are a viewer, do not worry if you think that means you're not going to see ALTTPR action here on the Speed Gaming channels. There is going to be even more ALTTPR, more than you can probably even watch. I dare you to try. But there's going to be a lot of games coming up here. They're just not going to be part of the daily series. I don't think you could watch all of the main tournament games and actually have that. Like, there's too many simultaneous games that happen at the same time. You got to have a multi-screen setup to watch 3 or 4 games at a time sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so since we are about to head into the escape, or the other side of the escape here, I want to talk a little bit more about the MSUs on offer. Specifically, again, I'm a little bit biased towards this, Mad Red Dead. By far one of my favorite games in like the past, that was released in the past like couple of years or so. It's a rhythm game that's like a rhythm platformer that is all about the electro swing and like a few other like not just electro swing, but like a bunch of like ambience, like calming music and stuff that just screams like this is a really good rhythm game. And actually, Mad Red Dead, it's only available on PS4 and Switch. I wish there was a PC port, but there isn't. And I'm please Nipponichi Software, please make a PC port, because everyone loves your game, but it's console exclusive.
Hey, that for me, I can take a look at it on the Switch if you're saying it's on there. So I'll have to check it out after.
Yeah, get it. It tends to go on sale quite a bit. But anyway, we've got ourselves.
We're finally out of escape. So this is the point where our runners actually get a little bit of the leeway in what they're doing. So we're going to talk about things that are happening. Sailor Net first out of escape, officially in the lead at 6.5 minutes. We'll see what changes, because that's unlikely to stick. Rai in second, Akuhaishi out in third, and Hayam Cody coming out in fourth place here on stream.
Yeah, it's both of them. All players end up in in sub 6, so good times all around. I did get a map check. We did get a map check from our runners. Green Pendant is on Eastern, and Tower of Hera is a 5-6. The Desert Palace is a regular quest. So we did see this originally, but now we're getting properly seen. And we actually find a fire rod.
Hey, take a look at crab bombs over on Akuhaishi's side. So we've got 7 bombs on that screen. Everybody else seems to have skipped it so far. We got an ice question mark rod. I missed the end of the rod. Is it fire rod?
We did get that was fire rod on Sailor Nep's side. I did not catch what was on Lumberjack because it's kind of blurry on our end. So.
Oh, I looked away for 2 seconds because I started looking at the rod that we found. Because I was watching the bombs that Akuhaishi picked up while Sailor Net picked up the rod, so I didn't quite see it. But yeah, I mean, maybe chat did. There's 68 people in chat. Maybe somebody saw what was on Lumberjack. Let us know. We are watching chat.
I'm gonna actually pull up a clip here, just because I can. As we get a glove.
Oh, we just got a glove. We got a glove on Nep's side. Glove in Blind's Hut. And Rai has it now. Cody will have it in a few seconds. And Akuhaishi is not going to miss that. So we're going to have a glove on everyone.
Oh, yeah. It's Kakariko. You're not going to miss that a whole lot.
Blind's Hut? Yeah, who's going to skip Blind's Hut early at this point? I mean, Akuhaishi is heading this way, so it would be ridiculous to skip it when you're on this side. There we go. We're in Blind's Hut, so we're fine. So we have the glove. What else were we going to find? We're going to find mitts in, well, double glove today?
There was a small pixel that Akuhaishi I saw, but it looked like that was a pair of bombs. It was like I had to look very closely at that because on Akuhaishi's side.
Some of these runners are so good at looking at what's on ledge, it makes it very hard for us commentators.
Oh yeah. It's as long as you know what the first pixel is of anything, you probably like the bottom of it, then you probably know what it is. It's scary, I know.
But it's ridiculous when you're a commentator and you get 1 pixel and you're going, I have no idea what they saw. But the runners know exactly why, and that's why they're running and I'm talking.
Oh, and I used to race too, so.
I mean, I'll run races, but not against this caliber of runner. Or at least I'll run it, but not with any hopes of winning. But we got a little extra chicken on Nep's side. Nep releases the chicken. Rai buying bombs as opposed to Aku Haishu picked them up from the crap. Cody releases the chicken as well.
Yeah, it's just a full thing to do on the dailies. It's not been too crazy.
It's a little fun thing. You don't have to do it. It gives you 0 benefit, but some runners like to do it just for fun. There's a lot of things you can do just for fun in this game, so.
We did see a second bow, and that is sitting on the library, so we would need boots for that. So silvers are available in some form. We would just need the boots for it.
I guess that'll really depend on when we get the boots and what sword we have.
Yeah.
Right? If we're sitting at Tempered Plus and we get the boots late, I don't think anyone's coming back.
No. We did
race
see...
team is rupees.
And we did see from Sailor Nep that the shovel led to a heart container. So, yeah.
I mean, a full heart container is quite nice this early, so I would take that. But, yeah, no one's going for the rupees on race game. So, unfortunately, anyone who likes those races, not today. I'm sorry. We are getting an eastern side play from Nep. I don't know if this is just going to be Saha, or if we're going to dive deeper because we have the bow.
We probably going to dive deep because of the bow. Just,
Red mail.
So, okay. It's
so
okay.
My only thing is, please, really hope you don't have to death warp. Because if you want to death warp now, because we don't have mirror, with red mail and 6 hearts, it's going to take you a long time to die on purpose in some dungeons.
Mm-hmm. Rai did get a Houlihan to get some Zora money.
Ooh.
Just something could cause an error in Link's like Hornet, then you get into this room. Something. It's by some guy who found a War Mega Final Fantasy 1 on the NES.
Echo is having a little bit of problem hitting those mini Moldorms with arrows. For the record, that is not an easy task. So gets through it, gets into mini Moldorm back. Gets nothing for it. In chat, the mini Moldorm arrow game. Yes.
And you don't give money about it, so it's not even an arrow game.
Well, no, hold on. There was like 3 of those chests had rupees in them, so I think he did get arrows.
It's a delayed payment.
He did get rupees, but yeah, as you mentioned, Sailor Nep is dipping eastern. It's an interesting choice because, like, how deep do you go? It is a green pendant, but the green pendant gets you an extra item because it is eastern and it is vanilla, and the turn-in is right outside. You have the bow. Do you just finish this dungeon now?
With the big, so Sailor Nep just got the big key, so that does mean she knows that the fire rod is a legal fire source for the back of Escape, or for the back of Eastern rather. So she probably will want to go and get it because it's green pendant. You have bow. You're right next to Saha. It's the perfect time to do it. It is the vanilla pendant in the game. Apparently,
yeah. I mean, you're here at this point. Based on Nep going this deep into the dungeon, I agree. Like, you probably just want to finish it. But Chad has a good question. Where did Cody find the sword? I don't know where Cody found the sword. Chat, help.
It was a misclick. It was a misclick.
Oh. Okay. To be fair, our trackers do a wonderful job once in a blue moon. Sometimes you get a wrong click or a bit of a delay on something. So I do want to give a shout out to Hugo and Kiff, who are our trackers today, because they do a great job. They have to watch every single thing that happens, and we just get to talk about it.
I got a little scared over on Rai-Rai's side because got caught on the I got caught on the edge of those rocks, and that Zora was about to resurface. Same thing for Cody. Okay, we're good. Okay, we're good. But
everyone's having a little bit of issue with this water, this fake flipper. I was gonna say water walk, but they're not water walking.
It's a precarious. It was very precarious for both sides.
Okay, sorry. Where was the moon pearl that I missed it? Because Akuhaish doesn't have it, but everybody else does.
The sunken treasure. The sunken treasure.
Sunken treasure. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going. Akuhaish went the same route that Cody and Rai did. Nep went a different route with Eastern, but I'm kind of wondering how Akuhaish missed the moon pearl.
I don't know if he did. I don't know if he went there. I
thought he went south, didn't he? Though
he did not. He did not. I think he went to Eastern and just bolted it over to Eastern, which I don't blame. I don't blame him.
I do, but he just feels really behind Nep if he went straight there.
I think he just went for it. I don't know. But the it was mini mold. So one of our trackers saying
mini Moldorm into Eastern is what Chad is saying. He has. Okay, we have mitts. We have mitts on 2 runners. Where was the second glove?
I don't know.
But okay,
Ice Rod.
Ice Rod Cave. Okay, so Akuhaish did go south. Akuhaish went south right, which is what I thought, because he's way too far behind Nep to have gone straight to Eastern. The problem is he didn't do dam on the way to south right.
Yes.
He skipped the dam, which is not a good idea in this particular run. Not necessarily a bad thing overall, but just in this particular run, not a great idea.
No, yeah. It's in the context of this seed, it is gonna hurt him a little bit, but this is still like early game, so it in my opinion, it will. He'll come back to it eventually because he's gonna get funneled back into it. We have no swords. We have no lamp. There's no way Akuheish is going to climb up Aga in these conditions.
Yeah, it's one of those unfortunate situations where you're going like you were pretty close to where that item was. It would have been helpful to pick it up, but like I find a lot of runners do skip dam now on their first run and come back to it later. So that's not.
There's a specific reason for it, and it's a combo that with Agina's Cave, which that's not inherently a bad play because, you're still getting it. It's just that you're delaying it just to go and to make the play to dam to get Agina more reasonable because the dam is a middle ground.
Yeah. No, it's definitely not a bad choice. It's just as long as we see it soon, it shouldn't cause any issues. But in the event that once in a blue moon, when that's something really important for an early game item like Moon Pearl, it can be kind of funny depending on when you come back to it.
Right.
Okay, so that makes sense. We know where everybody's been now. Nap is now doing that southeastern part that everybody else has done, finishing up the Ice Rod Cave loop. Ooh, those crabs being a little bit mean.
Sorry, I'm currently vibing out to Cody's I Miss You because this is I know the specific track for it. This is called Stilton, and it's in the I believe it's the third or fourth act of the third or fourth act of the game, where he's currently under a hallucination where he thinks he thinks the forest is the lab that he's currently being experimented on, and it's
sorry. Quick thing, Echo Heist just accidentally lost one of the Eastern bosses, one of the knights. But continue.
To answer our question, chat, Tyler, this is Mad Red Dead. This is the MSG for it, and this track plays. I believe this is the second the second stage of the third or fourth act in that game. I don't ask me.
You know what? This particular song gives me vibes to like the old. Oh my god.
If you're saying
the Star Wars game in the bar.
The cantina. That
yeah.
I don't hear it.
This gives me cantina vibes personally.
So this is all Electro Swing, by the way. This is all Electro Swing.
Chat's agree. I got at least one person in chat giving me the cantina vibes. I get it.
See,
it's got that little bit of that. Like it really does feel like it's got that vibe to it.
See, I played the game. I've seen the videos for it. I know where this track comes from. So I know I am a Mad Rat connoisseur. So I will spread my knowledge of this game to anyone who wants to play this. It is a good game. You have to play it. It is a underrated gem. It is so good.
That's got music from that sounds like it's from Star Wars Cantina, right?
it's more Electro Swing, like it's just in general Electro Swing, and a couple like naturalistic music too. There's also a couple of well-known music artists behind the project too, like Japanese artists or Japanese artists.
I'm sorry. There's a comment in chat. Comms getting sponsored. There is no sponsorship of comms here. We're all volunteers. Everyone involved in putting this on screen is a volunteer. But just to be clear, that's kind of funny.
I'm just being biased towards the game because it's just that good of a game.
Render just really likes the game. Render wants to promote it, but there is no sponsorship on these of the commentators on this in any way. We're all volunteers.
So this is Mad Hearts, I believe that the track is called. This is the boss theme for Sage 3 because the character Mad Rat has a talking harp that just like a Valentine's heart, and you fight this heart just to get him this. Oh wow, okay. Cody.
Oh, what just happened on Cody's side?
Cody ran out of ammo. Wait.
On what?
So he had 4 arrows remaining, and then he had 9. I think he had like a few, and then just bombs. He wouldn't be able to complete the fight.
To which fight?
Armos fight.
He has a boomerang.
I don't understand why he saved and quit.
It's possible to finish it. That is a ridiculously long amount of time to finish it, but that doesn't really change. See, okay, going back quickly to Nep's side, this is what the one downside when I said, like, you have red mail, hope you don't have to do Death Warp. Nep is purposefully taking a whole bunch of hearts of damage to try to Death Warp, but see, this is Nep showing her knowledge because she knows which enemies will do enough damage now to get her low enough without having to do a whole bunch of half-heart ridiculousness down the road.
Alright, so this track is Mini Moon. This is during the latter, like near the end of the game, where Mad Rat is like about to go to the highest point of the building and just to relive his last moments.
There are are a lot of songs, not the current one, but there are a lot of songs in here that really do give that like old, like cantina vibe style of music. It's kind of interesting. I gotta try this game.
It's a good game. It's a good game. Yeah.
I like the music.
We did get Ice Rod from Hayam Cody from the chess game. Now, the good thing about this set, now one thing I will say though is that, on Hayam Cody's side, he doesn't know this, but the green pennant isn't necessary because it just just gave out arrows, and neither did the boss have anything of note. So he wouldn't be at a loss if he from that save quit. It'll be in the back of his mind, but it won't hurt him for now.
Sorry, where was the ice rod?
I just said it was chess game.
Oh, I looked away for 2 seconds and I apparently tuned that out because I was reading something in chat. Chess game. Okay, that's an important little location due to the crystal. And apparently there's a mirror in Skull Woods. Every time I look at a screen, I'm looking at the wrong one.
Yeah, I can't blame you because having 4 people on the screen is quite a lot of people. Just to check, like to look around.
I cannot watch 4 screens at once and chat. Like I don't have 5 eyes, so I'm doing my best here.
I've got 2.
That's why I appreciate our trackers. Our trackers have to really watch what's on screen, and we trust our trackers with their responses.
I've got 2 monitors. They're huge, so I can see the chat and like everything. I even have the Twitch page up, so I can even look back on playback. So Rai's gonna get the Ice Rod here. Agahesh is about to take a look at Graveyard Ledge.
Ooh, what's on Graveyard? That's an interesting choice because a lot of runners like leaving this particular location behind. So if this is something important, this could be pretty big. It's a single arrow. Never mind. Take that back.
A very inconspicuous arrow that has no implications on logic whatsoever.
A single arrow, the only single arrow in the game, which is so important that no runner really wants to see it.
And you only see it in like 1 dungeon, and it's just pod.
That's not something you want to see. So unfortunately, Nakuhaish gets nothing out of that. That would have been so good because like no one else has checked that, and no one else would go there for a while. So if that had turned into something, that could have literally just given Akuhaish the lead right there. But in the end, it just became a waste of time.
It's too early to say.
Him a little behind.
Anyway, we have a Johnny 2 Bombs check from Sailor Depp. We get our first sword.
Boots. And boots! Oh! A sword and boots! That's incredible.
Johnny 2 Bombs paying out huge.
That's Hype Cave. Hype Cave was hype today. Sword and boots.
I guess I'll call it that. I'm just calling it Johnny 2 Bombs from here on out because I don't really believe in Hype Cave. But anyway.
Well, you know what? Hype Cave used to be hype, but like changes. But either way, Hype Cave was actually hype today.
Yeah. Shout out to TJ Maelstrom for telling me what Johnny 2 Bombs is. So. Really good commentator, by the way. TJ Maelstrom, excellent commentator. Really nice person to talk to. All right, we've got boots checks.
Okay, Hugo telling us that Rai left the 4th chest of the front of Thieves closed. Was it anything important? But like, why would that have been left behind? Was that accidental?
I don't know.
Oh, chat saying it was the big key. I guess deciding that because it's the big key, leaving it behind and just not checking it.
I mean, that's not necessarily a bad play because that is like because you know what it is
right now. But in the event that Rai decides he wants to do it later, he'll have to go pick it up.
Yeah, it's gonna cost him. It's gonna cost him a little bit of time, but it won't. But for now, as long as there's nothing in Thieves Town, he's not really. Yeah. He's not in a bad situation.
it's actually a time save in the event that he does not have to go back. If he does have to go back, as you say, it'll be a little bit of a time loss. It's an interesting choice. And the Smiths have given us their spare hammer. For once, the Smiths have given us something that we actually expect to get from a pair of Smiths.
Yeah, so that's a hammer. The whole world has now been opened up.
Yeah, we're good. We got mitts and hammer, and moon pearl. That means we have access to like everything, right? Basically, give or take a few small medallion and other requirements. We have mirror too. We have mitts, hammer, and mirror. So other than medallion lock things, we have bow too. We basically have and we have both rods. So here's a question: what the heck do we need for go mode?
Samaria flippers, hookshot.
Flippers?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's swap palace.
Flippers and hookshot. Yeah,
Flippers,
and I guess Samaria.
Flippers, hookshot, Samaria, another sword, and then medallions depending on what it is.
Yeah, of course, always depending on medallions until we see them. But yeah, like that's pretty good. Like we're 3-ish items from go mode. That's pretty fast for 30 minutes. It is standard, which helps.
I rolled this, by the way, so it might.
No, Render. The last time you rolled a seat and I commentated, we had the one where it took us an hour and a half to figure out that the flippers were not flippers locked because we couldn't figure out where the heck the entrance was to Dark World.
Right.
That was a fun seat. If anybody wants to go back and look at that, that was a really interesting. That was a really interesting comm.
Yeah. This is my seed, of course, and you know what to expect if you ever seen a seed from me. It might be an absolutely terrible seed or a seed that's has a weird and interesting gimmick to it.
Oh yeah, I remember the last seed you rolled. Our runners were just as confused as the comms for a long time. I'm just saying, Jaxie has rolled worse than me. For context. Okay, so we got Sailor Nep doing hold up quickly here. We have Sailor Nep doing a hammer Mothula fight. So let's talk about that. Then we can talk about everybody's rolling ability. And there's a kill.
Yeah, this is a very very clean fight from her, but very well played.
Yeah, it was a very good fight.
She felt very comfortable during that one. That's first crystal on the board too. But so I was gonna say was when I last commed, I think I commed like the weekly, I believe, and like on Sunday, and he rolled Ice Rod on pedestal, and I just and it was on a really really bad scene, so I'm like, I'm done.
Redner, you remember the seat I'm talking about, right? That cross keys.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't remember.
It was a few weeks ago. It was interesting. Everybody was, honestly, chat was talking about it, and nobody could figure out what the logic of the seed was, because we were talking about the fact that we were out of logic for like an hour and a half, and everybody was out of logic, and we couldn't figure out where the heck it was. And there was one random bumper cave was the Dark World access, but everybody went through like Aga because nobody could find it.
Huh.
It was an interesting one. We were trying to figure out how to get back in logic, and the joke of my co-commentator, because we couldn't figure out how the flippers were in logic, and we couldn't find them anywhere, was that the flippers were flippers locked.
Mm-hmm. So to bring it back to the race, Agahesh does get purple chest and finds out it's a mushroom. So we'll see if that leads into anything.
Hey, fetch quests.
Currently, at the moment, we don't have Samaria to do a fake flipper or fake powder rather.
Fake flipper.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, hey, you know what? You could use Samaria for fake flippers, so you could have meant that.
True.
It is a glitch stick for a reason.
Yeah, I call it a glitch stick because it's more like in line with like glitch modes.
Every time you get Samaria, it's like, okay, so how many things can I glitch into now legally?
It's more like that in
Oh,
It's more like that in No Logic, but
Quick,
it's neither here nor anywhere.
quick thing, Rai doing the Mothula fight, but no hammer. So Rai doing this with fighter sword. This is a lot harder.
As long as he plays it safe, he should be good, and that does it.
I mean, playing it safe. I mean that is a decent number of hearts for Rai. Rai is capable of that, but like that boss with fighter sword is unpleasant.
It isn't. You just have to play it slow. Use the spins and just play. Just be patient. That's patience is a virtue.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but like fighter sword, Trinex, and Mothula in its vanilla location are the two dungeons you really just don't want to fight with fighter sword.
Mm.
Trinex anywhere is just unpleasant with the fighter sword. Nep walks in, sees the arrow, says nope, not worth it, leaves. For the record, I do like this music.
Yeah,
that we're listening
to. You see what I mean? Man, Red Dead soundtrack is amazing. Nippon Ichi Software did an incredible job with the soundtrack, and well, I would say that, but it's a mix of DZ Iwasaki, Camellia, and a couple other Japanese artists but I only know two of them. Also, we did see a kern jump from Sarah said.
Yeah, where did we see a kern jump? I totally missed that. It was so fast that I missed it. So I guess Nep does it. Okay. That's a good place to do it. That's actually well timed. This is a really good strategy here.
Yeah, this is just to get Catfish and then link that up with Zora.
Yeah, no, it's a great time to do it. Nep is the highest rated race time runner in this race, so makes sense seeing a great play like that from her.
Yeah, currently she sits at 72nd place on the overall leaderboard. And to the surprise of no one, area is like first place. But mind you, 4,009 RTGG points. 4,009.
That's pretty ridiculous.
It's not surprising. Area is one of the top players in Link to the Past in general, not just in the randomizer, but in the speedrun.
Yeah, that's a lot though. Wow.
And we're talking a game from 30 years ago, during the SNES's golden days. I mean, back then we didn't even have MSU packs. We just had the original SPC sound.
Yeah. So we have a book. We've learned how to read on Akuhaishi's side.
I don't know if those rock throws were deliberate or what on High on Cody's side, seeing the mushroom pop up. If they were, then okay. Alright, so Hayam Cody is about to head into Johnny Two Bombs to get the sword and boots. Eventually, Silvers will have to come out for one of these runners, because we have boots, we have access to it. You might actually see it right now, in fact, on Rai's side. Yeah, this is gonna be the silver pickup for Rai.
I mean, in that case, where you're in that area, it makes a lot of sense. It could save you a lot of time down the road, and you may as well. It's also even just nice to some of those extra those extra difficult enemies, just to have silvers and just eliminate them whenever you feel like it.
Yeah, it may or may not save time. It just really depends on on the situation. It really depends on like on situationally, like based on what we're seeing on the screen.
If you're right there in the Dark World and you have Mirror and you have Boots, it's probably worth picking up.
Mm-hmm.
That pickup will probably save more time than even just doing Silverless, even if we end up with a Gold Sword.
Now, granted, we did not see this from Hayam Cody, and I believe we did not see this from Akahesh. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody seems to have silvers, which is interesting, but I think it was a good play. In that case, if you're right there and you have the ability to mirror, I would get silvers just because you never know when you're gonna need it.
Mm-hmm.
It would even help right here on Akuhaishi's side that red Mimic would have died in one hit. Few seconds every time saves something.
Now, here's something that one of our trackers, Hugo, brought up. Apparently, it looks like Rai ended up skipping the hammer picks, which is an interesting call. I don't. It's
hammer picks wasn't anything important in this particular case, was it?
I don't. There wasn't anything, but it's weird because like
He's so hard.
It's a weird call from Rai.
I agree. It's definitely it's not going to burn him in this case, but I agree. That's a bit of a weird choice. Because what if it was something important? You're going to go back and get that? Like, that's... In this case, it's a heart piece. You don't have to worry about it. But... Nep lights the torch, gets the turtles going. Akuhaish just finished that mess. They're pretty synced. I'm pretty sure Akuhaish and Sailor Nep are in like the exact same spot of the dungeon. Nep dashes through, gets into the boss a little bit faster.
Yeah, so we'll see simultaneous boss fights here. Nep is probably going to have it a bit more faster because she's opting to go for just go up to the face and hit it, but I guess not, because both are on the second part of the fight, and both of them are down.
Yeah, I mean, Akuhaish was in the back end of that dungeon first. Sailor Nep caught up, got into the boss first, but Akuhaish killed it a little bit faster, so they got pretty much simultaneous drops there.
Yeah, so for Akuhaish, this is crystal number 1, but for Sailor Nep, that's crystal number 2.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. The mushroom just led to a heart piece, and that's going to be a save stun from Rai, saving it for potential thick powder.
Well, that makes sense. You get a heart piece at this point. With how many hearts you have and red mail, you don't want another heart piece. You'd rather have the mushroom just in case.
It's not even just that. It's just a junk item. You wouldn't be picking it up, by the way, if it's freestanding.
No. Well, but the point is that you'd rather have that mushroom in case you are able to turn it into that fake powder.
Yeah. So we see Book of Adora coming up from Hayam Cody.
We already had that. Somebody else has that already.
Yeah,
Akuhaish picked it up.
Akuhaish did, and we'll see Sorenap getting that in due time. Now we may see a head read coming out from one of our runners in just a bit, but I think more so Akuhaish, because he has not cleared out Skull Woods yet. Or I guess not. We're actually going to be seeing a mountain play. This makes sense. You have Mirror and Hammer. You can get Hera, and then you have East Step Mountain on call. You will Akuhaish will soon have to go up to Skull to finish that dungeon. Same thing with Hayam Cody, because for Hayam Cody, this will be his second clear, or his second crystal to clear.
Only thing here as a note is that this climb of Death Mountain is out of logic on Akuhash's side.
So Hyam Cody was trying to go through the dark maze here. Took several hits on the Kodango. Had taken the fall for it. So looks like we will just see Hyam Cody just go for the boss here, unless he does decide to go back for it, which I wouldn't do really.
That's an unfortunate death. It's in an awkward place, right? If you don't know what's there, it's always a weird thought about what to do. Looks like we're having a bit of an issue on Cody's side, but
yeah, there's
there
a small freeze. We're going to see Hyam Cody doing a hammer jump. I don't know about this personally.
I mean, it's good if you're comfortable with it and you're fast with it. I feel like this might be a little bit too slow.
This might be slow, yeah, and they just all that for a shield. Wait, release me so I can go buzz, and that is a bee in a bottle.
Sorry, where did you? Oh, is that a?
We got a Bombos tablet read. We've got Bombos tablet read from Sailor, and it says release me so I can go buzz, and that is a bee in a bottle. We actually, I believe we've seen 3 bottles coming out so far. I think 3 bottles, 4 bottles. I think
we have Akuhaishin coffee break room.
Yeah, this is a hair play. This is to get the crystal here. No hook shot or anything. That means we're forced to go down here because Big Key is sitting here.
The only problem is that if hook shot is anywhere but this room, it could really allow the other runners an advantage in not having to do this.
Even then, I think did we I don't think that's okay because I think did we see Big Key come out from Akahesh?
I doubt it because we wouldn't be doing the basement. Why are we doing? I don't know what's going on. Akuhash would have done the basement. He's got the Big Key. Oh, I guess we don't have hookshot yet.
That's
so
what
we
I'm
gotta
saying.
walk it up. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, so my point was that unless hookshot was in that basement, everybody else will have a bit of an advantage because they'll walk in here with hookshot.
Alright, so we'll see Akahesh go down here and see what this yields. Just a hard piece.
The Big Key was more important in getting the climb than getting the item. Rai taking a death and getting revived by that fairy.
Yeah, so we'll see Akahesh going out and finishing this or not because Moldorm just decided to just be rude and not just completely guard.
Immediately knocked out upon trying to jump in.
That wasn't even Akahesh's fault. That was just Moldorm's AI being dumb. I'm not even gonna false Akahesh it. That's just Moldorm's AI being dumb and throwing a bad angle.
And there's the death on Moldorm. Meanwhile, Hyam Cody about to fight another boss, trying to finish phase 2 of King Helmasaur.
Alright, so that is crystal number 2 coming out for Akahesh. That is the first 5-6 crystal as well. I don't think 5-6 is going to have anything of notes just because, well, it is Turtle Rock. We did see a Ether Tablet read, but I don't think we saw it a whole lot.
Oh, meanwhile, Desert has been taken down by Nep in the top left. Gets a map for it, but there's another crystal down.
Yep. There's so Pod is down for hi. I'm Cody, as you said. And if
I guess the big question is still, what are we looking for? We're looking for flippers, Samaria. What was the third item we said? And
flippers, hookshot,
medallions.
Flippers, hookshot,
hookshot.
Flippers, hookshot, Samaria, swords, medallions.
Yeah, flippers, hookshot, Samaria. It's the same thing we were looking for 20 minutes ago. We haven't found any of the items since then.
We are getting crystal clears. That's more important.
Not to us as viewers. We don't need crystal clears. We want to know where these items are.
Well, that's. I mean, it doesn't really. I mean, doesn't. It's still the objective, by the way. It doesn't really matter.
What? Our tracker Hugo pointing out that we do need lamps to finish the game logically, but these runners and we don't really care about lamps in the end.
I could just say the elephant in the room that's like, oh, logic is merely a suggestion. Yeah, the sky is blue.
Yeah, logic really is a suggestion to these players, though.
And so is the sky is blue, and there's our Samaria.
What? Where? I missed
Samaria on Akaheshi's side. Oh, all right, flute too. We forgot flute. We need that for Meyer. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, everybody forgot about that.
Yeah, so
chat didn't even remind us when we were talking about it. Chat forgot about it. Come on, chat, do better. You can do this.
Okay.
Remind us when we make a mistake.
Calm down. You don't have to get all cross about that. All right.
It's not cross skis. There's nothing cross about this.
That's not what I meant. Okay. Let me do something really quick.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we do have Rai taking down King Helmasaur, the final runner to take that. All our runners are now done pod.
I'm pulling up Akaheshi's stream really quick just to get some items that we missed. It's currently it's frozen on our side. On our side, it's not his stream. It's not his stream or anything. It's on our side. It's a little messed up.
Oh, Aku tried to hover there. There was a little bit of a hover attempt, but it didn't work. That would have been cool to see.
I mean, it's more of like, hey, you can do this. That's cool. We did miss a couple of items though, so that's why I'm going back to take a look here. So from what I saw, we have half magic and we also have Master Sword. That was from Super Bunny.
We have Ether too.
And Ether, so that must have been. I think that was from. That was from, I believe, Spec Rock, or it's not Spec Rock. Paradox.
Chat says Hera.
Hera, okay, Hera.
But we do have Ether, and Ether is important because it's our access to Turtle Rock.
And then the bonk item, and then the bonk chest was 10 bombs. Just so we that's all I need to know. So we are going to see a Turtle Rock play coming out from Akahesh, which that's fine because you just got Samaria here. You might as well go ahead and clear this out. You have Rent Meal, you have a Master Sword, no silvers, but that's fine. The boss doesn't even call for it.
Aku Pit went the wrong way, but corrected it in time to get the short loop. So we should see a quick correction here.
All right, we are gonna get a ped read from Sailor Nep. This is after finishing Skull Wood, so she has to run. She has to run here to see what this is, and it is boring as heck. Not surprising.
Not helpful, yeah.
BRB, I'm gonna go sleep now.
See this music again. I feel like I'm back in the cantina.
Yep, that's Electro Swing in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean I get it, but it's got that added. It's got that right little bit that I feel like I'm listening. If I had to guess, I'd totally guess the wrong game here.
Jazz. It's like jazz, like some parts of jazz, some parts of like jazz stuff like that. Swing.
Yeah, no, I like it. It's good. It's just interesting to hear. It just feels out of place in this particular game, but it's great to listen to.
I am confused. What happened to Agahesh?
What did happen?
I need to
quit there.
Yeah, it seems like he got stuck on something, but I need to double check what it was.
Meanwhile, we do have Cody heading towards the boss of Desert Palace. Rai a few seconds behind, so you should see them about one room apart the rest of the way. Nep is heading up Death Mountain to see something.
So Agahai is just gonna go ahead and get a flute activation going here, and it looks like he's gonna follow that up with getting silvers, which is fine.
Yeah, you're in the area, you may as well grab them. In the end, that'll probably save you time. Even if you have a pretty good sword, just having silvers can really help.
So far, I don't have any intel on what the as to why.
Oh, there's a good question. Aku could have fake powdered there.
He probably. Yeah, that's true.
Right? Because you have cane, you have mushroom, fake powder, then turn in mushroom instead of getting stuck the way you are now. Because now he has no ability to fake powder.
Okay, so as hopefully this doesn't bite him, and that he would need a powder, like a proper powder to get to it.
Yeah, that could be iffy.
Now, if I want to take a wild guess as to what happened, it could on Aquahitch's side, maybe because I see cape on the screen. Perhaps he got the cape glitch, where, or as I like to call, or as some people like to call it, the Running Man glitch, where you just like your movement is like super stuttered for some reason. But I would need to check for certain from once I get a proper feed, because I wasn't able to get a proper feed right now from Akaish's playback.
I'm kind of curious. Maybe we'll have a chance to talk to him in the interview after about what he was thinking about.
Now, I will just a little bit of spoiler here. I know Akahish will not be joining in the interview because he did mention at the start of the race.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. So we can't ask that question.
I think he might be in the chats, but I don't know.
I mean, we'll see what happens then. If we can ask in chat, that's definitely sufficient. It would just be nice to know what the thought process was there, because that feels like a thing you could have checked really to avoid locking one out-of-place location.
That's my hunch, but I wasn't able to like look properly from stuff from like the freezing notes just from our end, not specifically the runner's end, just but our end. Stuff like that is might be a problem, but we'll see what happens once I get a proper playback. Anyway, so Nap is about to fight Moldorm here. This will be This will be for the 4th crystal, which she will get in just a second.
Getting it through.
Meanwhile, Agra H is Nimmeyer. I don't know if we called that out. So
we're still looking for those flippers. And hookshot. Hookshot, depending on the ability of our runners, is potentially skippable.
What the flippers?
Hookshot.
No, you can't skip it. It's swamp. Swamp's crystal.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's why, like, it's
only so much hovering you can do, right?
No, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's even possible to hover that side anyway, because that ledge is programmed to be to jump off of, not like a pit.
Yeah.
So there's no way you hover that part. So you have to get a hookshot here.
Okay, so we need hookshot and flippers somewhere. What do we have left? Like, are we going back into the back of Thieves Town?
Mm-hmm. We have not seen back of Thieves Town yet.
We haven't seen the back of Turtle Rock. Somebody was in there. It was Akuhaish, right? That got somewhere?
We never seen the back of Turtle Rock because Akuhaish had that what I'm suspecting is the cape glitch. But I wasn't quick enough to get a clip of it to see what happened.
Unfortunate, but yeah, it's basically like the back of Thieves Town. It could be in the back of Meyer, and it could be in the back of Turtle Rock. That's about it.
Now, Sailor Nap will probably be heading there, personally. Like, I think that's what I think.
Which one? Turtle Rock?
Turtle Rock, yeah.
Yeah. Seems to look like it.
Actually, here's a thought I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah, I see what happened. Akuheish, I pulled back I did the playback from the restream. That was definitely a cape glitch. Because he's still moving in the direction, a specific direction. He has no control over it.
Oh wow, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, he was still running the rail, so he couldn't finish so he decided to save quit, and he decided to delegate his energy somewhere else.
Hopefully that's not the solution. Hopefully it's not in the back of Turtle Rock, because that would be really unfortunate for him.
To be honest, he probably will head back there sometime. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, but it's just like the amount of time lost from being in the right place and then having to go back is unfortunate in a race.
To be honest, this is Turtle Rock we're talking about. This is still slow no matter what. If you're
yeah, but
go
if you
mode,
have to do it twice, it's super slow.
Well, yeah, but consider the following. He hasn't really done a whole bunch of Turtle Rock, so it wouldn't be as slow as you would think it is.
Yeah, but you have to get back there. Like, there's a good portion of time just getting to the Turtle Rock entrance.
Right. That's a whole other can of worms too.
Right? Like, that's the problem. Like, we have to get back to Turtle Rock to start that disaster.
Yeah.
And that is a very far dungeon from any flute spot.
I'm pretty sure even if you mirror, you still have the effect. Which also begs the question. I don't know why that Akuheish decided to run out. He had mirror. He could have just mirrored out. Unless he did the left first. He did the left chest first, then the roller room. Also, yeah, and to also answer a question in the chat for on Pixcaliber's side, and he because of the fact that we got flutes on Death Mountain, that automatically means that the entirety of Death Mountain is lamp blocked. So it has to. So yes, well, it like by itself, it is possible for the lamp to be in Turtle Rock before the Dark Rooms. In the context of this seed, logically the lamp cannot be here.
Yep. That is very correct.
Not like Sailor Net needs the lamp.
No, most of these runners don't need the lamp.
No, like it's like the number one thing that if you're running this, if you're trying to be a runner, did you want to learn is Dark Rooms, like how to manage Dark Rooms without lamp, because you're not always gonna get a lamp. Because that's not.
And a lot of the Dark Rooms are pretty reasonable. A lot of them are just holding one or two directions, and you can get through it. Even the mazes, you can kind of figure out where you are with the map. There's a small number of Dark Rooms that are a royal pain. For example, the Aga Tower climb. But outside of that, and maybe something like the Turtle Room in Pod, the rest are kind of reasonable.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
Aga climb with no fire is really unpleasant.
It's definitely a challenge to get through, and I argue if you can handle and not a lot of people will do it, but like if you can do it, then that's like really impressive. So here comes Rai getting the Samaria and flutes.
Yep. Important pickups there. We are seeing Sailor Nep dive deeper into Turtle Rock. Unfortunately, we haven't seen anything critical yet.
Yeah, but this is a crystal clear for her, so this makes sense to keep going deeper into Turtle Rock. Now, one thing I'm not sure if Cody has yet to get. Okay, it looks like that's the case. He has yet to get another sword. He has yet to. I think he hasn't. Did he?
Oh yeah,
he's still on sword. He's still on fighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
So here comes.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm just thinking about Cody. Yeah, there's just that one sword. You really want to pick up that second. I can't remember where it is right off the top of my head.
To answer a question in chat, no, we did not see Laser Bridge. We will see it now. Akahesh was in Turtle Rock, but got cape glitched on the way out of Laser Bridge, Roller Room. So had to save and quit to get rid of the effect. I think mirroring is also perfectly fine. I'm not sure. Or no, wait. I think you're not supposed. No, I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know if I put that glitch to comment on it.
I don't know anything about it either.
So far, 3 to 4, 4 to 4. There is nothing on Laser Bridge.
Yeah, I don't know anything about cape glitch because it's so rare for it to it's so rare for it to happen that it's not really worth commenting on it. Like he's doing as much research as possible. If we had Malmo in the chat, then she probably would have filled in the missing blanks because she is very much knowledgeable in the glitch category.
Every glitch.
Yeah. All right.
And here we go. First Trinex fight from behind from Nep.
Yeah, we're seeing the backdoor strats coming up from Sailor Nep. Going to use the hammer to
with hammer.
Yeah,
hammer backdoor. This is very well done. It's a little. You got to be in exactly the right place for that, but it's very well done. Seems to be pretty. Misses a hit, but
I think he. Okay. I think she may have hit it again with the, and just reset the state of the the ice head, but oh well, she's through going to the second phase now. This is super clean. I don't have to really comment on it any further.
That was a very good fight overall. You're going in there with Master Sword. This is about as good as you're going to hope for in the majority of cases.
So Turtle Rock ends up being empty.
Yep. So Aku Heish will be back, but has not lost any advancement in the game by not finishing it.
Yeah, if anything, as long as Aku Heish does not go back into Turtle Rock for the clear, he could leave that out as a partial clear, and for him, he would just, if he's in go mode, he would walk over to Turtle Rock. He would run over to Turtle Rock after completing it with a partial Turtle Rock clear. The double dip wouldn't feel bad at that point.
Yeah, he also got down Mothula, with Mothula doing a lot of avoiding of hits due to the spikes. A lot of those hits did not count because of the weird damage logic of that particular boss.
Now, Hugo in the chat is making a guess on if flippers were in Thieves Town, and if said hookshot leads to ice, leads to a hookshot on ice. That's a little mean, but it is not. It's not out of the realm of possibility. All right, we are switching to Sailor Adept's side. We have some Amori on Sailor Adept's side. Which, by the way, Omar is a really good RPG. It's one of those like Earthbound inspired RPGs that that was popularized by like stuff like Undertale. Alright, so Sailor Nep will head into Meyer. She won't get anything here. So I think also no one has flippers. I think so. Here's what I'm thinking. I think you have to go back to the Turtle Rock. We know that pedestal has nothing. We know it's just completely boring. It's one of those cases where going to Pendant Thieves Town and going for it might be your ticket to victory.
This is all weird. Aku is back in Turtle Rock, unfortunately, doing what he could have done a long time ago. Gonna find out it's absolutely nothing. Like so we have hookshot and flippers missing. Like there aren't a lot of locations for this left. We go onto the back of Thieves Town?
Maybe.
Like, is that what's left in logic?
Probably.
What else is left? We could do Meyer. Oh no, Meyer's been completed by Aku Heish. What's left?
It has to be back of Thieves Town.
Other than back of Thieves Town, like where else can we go?
We can do a flipperless ice.
Yeah, but that's all out of logic, right? Like we still need flippers.
It is out of logic, yes, but it could also have hookshot.
It could, but then in the end we still need flippers.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, it's effectively hookshot go.
Yeah. But yeah, it's the two. So I think we need to go back to Thieves Town, which, you know, really, really early on, we were talking about Rai never completed that fourth check to get the big key in Thieves Town, and that it would only hurt him if he had to go back. But I think he has to go back.
Another thing to consider too is if once you get flippers, hookshot in Swamp. French vanilla or vanilla, as one of our chat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we just need the flippers. Like, I think we need to go into Thieves Town to find said flippers.
Yes. There's no way.
That's gotta be the play, right?
Yeah, there's nowhere else to go. Like, there's literally nowhere else to go. You go to Thieves Town. It's
like, I think we've checked everything else in Overworld, everything else. Like, it's gotta be where we're going.
Yeah, like there's like we've narrowed it down quite a bit. You could also flip them too. From one of our chat members, Top Specialist, you could flip it to say Hookshot is in Thieves Town, and then at that point that would lead you to flippers in Hookshot Cave, and also Spike Cave. We have not seen Spike Cave.
Should be upset about that because Akuhesh tried to like quickly hover one of those gaps. If he had found flippers in there, that would have been an incredible find.
One other thing to note too. We did not talk about Spike Cave.
Yeah?
We did not see Spike Cave.
And chat's talking about fake powder, which would be another really big loss for who turned it in without Akuhesh turned it in.
Hang on a second. We're seeing Spike Cave right now coming up from right side. See if this leads to anything. Nope. So it has to be one of the dungeons.
Well, so the interesting thing chat's talking about is fake powder too. Actually, is that Akuhesh turned in that mushroom without fake powdering, even though he was in the area. If it turns in to be a fake powder, like a powder item, this could be a really interesting issue for Akuhesh trying to find the powder.
Yes. So we will see. We're seeing Rai activate the flute here, while Akuhesh is finishing up Turtle Rock. This is a re-entering of the dungeon to get the Turtle Rock clear.
A bunch of our runners are not moving, but
yeah. Again, it's mostly just technical issues on our end. It's nothing that has nothing to do with the runners or anything like that. Yeah, I still see everyone is streaming. So in the meantime, we will go to Akuhesh's side to listen to some Chrono Trigger.
Ooh, that's a good music track too. That was a good game.
Yeah, I mean Chrono Trigger is is the most well-known, probably one of the best RPGs with the Super Nintendo. Like right up there with lists of Final Fantasy VI and Secret of Mana and stuff like that, and even Earthbound.
Okay, Aku getting the phase 1 kill down. Still, we're not picking up the big bomb. That's something we haven't talked about. What if it's a big bomb?
That is a possibility too. We did not see the big bomb turned in. I was saying that it might not have come up into play, but in this scenario, this is the time to get it done.
Yeah, like Nep has everything but Swamp Palace, and is looking for both items required to finish it.
All right, so Akuhesh has now gotten the 6th crystal on the board. Just needs to find the tools needed to get this swamp. We might see it coming up here for Sailor Nep's side. Let's see what this leads to. We have our 3rd shield and tempered sword.
You know what? Hold on a minute here. Pyramid Fairy has a sword and a shield?
Pokemon Sword and Shield?
Aren't those upgrades normally available there?
No, Silver Arrows. Silver Arrows and Sword.
Oh, Silver Arrows and Sword. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. That's too vanilla. Okay. But it's still gear upgrades.
Yeah.
So you know what? Pyramid Fairy gives 2 gear upgrades. Pyramid Fairy here gives 2 gear upgrades. That's a little too vanilla for me.
So now, it has to be Turtle Rock, I think.
No, we've done Turtle Rock. It's got to be Thieves Town.
Well, that's what I meant, Thieves Town.
Like at this point, it's got to be Thieves Town. Like I don't think there's anything else left.
Yeah, for those who got the Thieves Town, decided to go to Thieves Town and just go for it, it's gonna get rewarded. It seems like.
Yeah, if you went straight through Thieves Town, this could be a very different seed.
Yeah, it's like I'm pulling up Haim Cody's stream just to double check something.
See if everything's okay on his side.
Yeah, I'm checking this. It looks like he's just buffering. There it goes. Never mind. I'm just being dumb and just.
Oh, there it is. Nap going into Thieves Town. There we go.
Okay, yeah. So Cody's stream is running. It's frozen.
Oh yeah, it just seems to be something on our side.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's weird.
Okay, so in the meantime, though, we will see Sailor Nep heading to the back here.
Yeah, when I'm looking at Cody's items, it's basically the same as everybody else.
Right.
He's still got Mire and Skullwoods to go in addition to Swamp that everybody else has, because nobody can figure out where the flippers and hookshot are.
It has to be here. It's either both of them or one of them here.
This is the second in a row, if not third in a row, seed for me where I'm commentating and our runners can't find flippers.
Okay, so as we'll see Sailor Nep heading to the getting the bumble floor opened up here.
Yeah, there's a good question. What happens if we find flippers in this dungeon and then we find hookshot in ice, and we have to do everything?
It's effectively, Well, I wouldn't say it's an AD seed because Eastern Palace didn't have anything.
But oh no, you know what? Cody didn't do it.
Yeah. But we did see it, and here's flippers coming up right here for Sailor Nep. That is that's big, and we are seeing Sailor Nep just leave.
Where were those flippers?
Blind's chest.
Okay.
So we are seeing the ice play come out. This might just be okay. Now I'm behind. I gotta make a play now. So we're gonna do ice.
No.
Well, this is along the way. Waterfall Fairy is like next to ice. So
the Waterfall Fairy hadn't been done yet here on this side. That's great.
No. We did see Sailor Nep do Catfish and then Zora, but we did not see her doing this play.
But yeah, because if you come at it from Catfish, you're not going to be able to do that check. Okay, we're doing Man Under the Bridge.
Again, just in the proximity of each other.
Yeah. Doing it just in case,
Mm-hmm.
Better to do this now than to do all of ice and then find out, hey, wait a minute, hookshot was under the bridge all along.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a very unfortunate time loss to do all of ice to find out it was right here.
It's definitely a feels bad on the side of Sailor Nep.
Ooh, where are we going?
This is gonna be just getting bottles. That's fine.
Yeah. Agu picking up the refund from Zora.
All right, so Sailor Nep will now be heading to Sailor Nep will be heading into Ice Palace now. This is after a little bit of just doing some cleaning up of the checks here. We are going to go for the ice play.
Just a quick catch up. Cody has completed Skull Woods and is just basically Meyer behind now.
Yeah. What I might do is that once we get into go mode, I might just restart the drawing app so that we we'll get everyone else back up and running. This will mean that the stream will go dark for a second. So just hang tight, don't panic, and if I see you panic, I'm just gonna question you.
I like chat. Chat, of course. Ice is just gonna have the lamp. We're gonna do all this, we're gonna get lamp. Yeah, okay. Well, the thing is that TR required the lamp, so lamp's gotta be somewhere.
Yeah, it's either here or it could also be back in Thieves Town, for all we know.
Yeah, but I have this feeling that we're going back to Thieves Town anyway. I have this feeling that Hookshot's in Thieves Town.
Yeah, this is a sensible play for Sailor Nep because this is for her, she might be feeling behind after just this going back into Thieves Town after just doing the first 4 checks and the first 4 checks just end up not paying out for her.
Save and quit.
This might just be Sailor Nep just counting the items and realizing there's nothing here. So we're gonna go to Swamp now.
Thinking there's nothing in Ice because she must have counted. There's no way you pick up that item and just save and quit for no reason. She must have been counting. There must be nothing left in Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Or at minimum, there's no hook shot in Ice.
Yeah, there's no hook. There is no hook.
She worked out the logic and said, "There's no way hookshot can be in here," so I'm just leaving.
No. She did count her items.
Okay,
she found all 3 of them, so so it can't be here.
Yeah, I mean, hookshot in Ice is very limited logic as well, so you can even just count for hookshot logic as well. In addition to the item count, but in this case, if we have the item count, that's fine. So it's in. Oh, I mean, hold on. It could be in Ice or in Swamp. Like hookshot could be in Swamp.
Yes, and that's we mentioned this a while ago.
Yeah.
The hookshot is a possible spot, but like I question like why would you do a hook with Swamp, not hook with Swamp, and this becomes the case. We are seeing a fake flipper check, a fake powder check coming up from Rai. What does this lead to? This is just a hard piece. And
it's gonna be like what if it's powder in Swamp and you have to go back to Magic Bat, but I guess that logic is out of the question now.
Yeah, so and then on Sailor Nep's side we did see a heart container, so that's our first item of 6.
The big question is it here or is it Thieves Town?
That's right. We'll see Akahe's play. He's gonna save quit. I believe this is because the save quit is coming up because I believe there's no more items in Thieves Town if I'm not mistaken. So it has to be either.
Could be. That would mean Sailor Nep is in the right place, and we're gonna find it somewhere here in Swamp.
Yeah. Yeah, these
What a run. And I mean, this really does show the caliber of runner that everyone is counting items in every dungeon. Everyone knows what they have, how many are there, and our runners are just leaving dungeons mid-dungeon, left, right, and center, knowing there's nothing left.
Yeah.
So I guess here's the thing: what if it's vanilla hookshot?
Let's go mode. There's no what if. There's no what if.
Like, it could literally just be vanilla after all this that everyone's looking for this item. It might just be where it's supposed to be.
Well, yeah. There's no what if. It's because it's just go mode.
I'm saying at this point, like, there's not a lot of places it could be. There's a good chance that this hookshot's vanilla.
Mm-hmm. But yeah. I mean, there's no more checks. Everything has to go to here. Starting up having a little bit of difficulty getting this getting the diver down. But she does get it.
Yeah, I'm confused because I thought we were just leaving. I have no idea why diver down in that particular case was required, because we had the key already. We just needed to jump into the water.
I mean, just so that it's because this just to get the switches up. That's all it is.
Oh, we hadn't walked through that room yet. But I thought she jumped down already earlier and then got back out of the water. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Whatever. Well, we're gonna see. We're seeing left side swamp. We are gonna see Akahesh getting. You're gonna see Akahesh getting to Ice Palace right when he finally gets flippers.
Rai gonna finish the dungeon. Nobody else.
There it is.
Done that.
Here's hook shot. So that is go mode for Sailor up at 130-40.
Yep. Rai gonna finish this dungeon. Gonna find out there's nothing in here. Unfortunately, it seems he wasn't counting.
Oh, I see. It's just to get rid of the maiden.
Oh, accidentally picked up the maiden and had to get rid of it. That is an unfortunate time loss.
Yeah, it's the time loss. And so I don't have to get used to get this key. She forgot to get this key on the way in.
Yeah, it's a crystal. We actually need to get to the end of this dungeon one way or the other.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead, since now we're in go mode, I'm gonna go ahead and restart the drawing app. Again, the stream will go down for a second, so there's nothing else to see here. So like we got all the items, we don't. So just hang tight. We'll be back in just a second.
As we reload, and the first thing I see is two different bosses exploding at the exact time.
And apparently, from as we are loading in, Sailor Nep has found out that the lamp is on Argus.
That is a rude place for a lamp. I'm sorry.
Okay, so all right, so now that we know about that, that we have 7 crystals to go, we have 7 crystals on the board for Sailor Nep. We're gonna go ahead and start our game here. Pick a number between 1 and 22. That's the 22 maximum, because that's how many checks you can possibly get for the big key inside Ganon's tower. And if you're the first one to get it exactly or closest to it, above or below, I don't do Price is Right rules because I don't like. Hot take, Price is Right is not a good game show to me. Then good on you.
What's your number? What do you normally shout out?
11.
You're 11. I'm 8. Nobody said my number yet.
You can still claim it.
Nah, I'm good. I let chat have the guesses. I just do it verbally. My guess is always 8. I've gotten it a few times. Never when I'm only in chat. Only when I'm on comms. I've never gotten it in chat before. But we'll see what happens.
All right, so let me go ahead and we are desynced. We are now desynced because we have to do the restart. But honestly, I can probably fix that here.
Oh yeah, we're slightly desynced.
All right, so guesses are closed. Let's see what we find here. Starting up with number.
Here it is. It's gonna be chest 1. Here it is. No, it's not. Okay.
As I was gonna say, that's chest number 1 and 2. Serenep is not gonna do living on a prayer strat, so she'll go to the right or to the left
3.
rather. That's 3. Four.
Wait,
5.
What? Are you ahead of me somehow?
No. 6. 7. We are gonna go full left.
I think you might be like a second or 2 ahead of me here somehow.
No, I'm not. I'm just being ahead because I I don't know why.
You're talking about things I haven't seen yet.
Wait, what? Are you watching the Discord stream?
Yeah.
I'm watching Serenup's side. Why? I don't understand.
I don't know. But you're talking about things and, like, you're counting stuff that I haven't seen yet. But okay, we're at 8.
All right. So this is 8. Yeah. This is 9.
I haven't seen it. This is 9 for me.
Yeah, this is 9 as well. This is Fire Snake.
Okay.
Or,
No, but
yeah,
I
Fire
just
Snake is
saw
9.
it when I said it. That was the Bamos.
Yeah, this is. I also saw Bamos. I'm saying ahead because I don't know. Again, I don't know why.
Okay. But we're
Right.
9. So
10
is here.
11.
Oh, there's powder.
12.
11, 12. Oh, there it is. 12.
So the first one to guess it, above or below, was one of our trackers, Kid Your Face, and that is 13. So good on you. Some other ones to, since I'm gonna get a range here. Pixcalibur gets.
I'm sorry, that's one of our trackers. I didn't realize that was the full name.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, Kif, also known as Kid Your Face.
Kif is your Kid Your Face. Okay, well, thank you for tracking.
Yep. So it's to get another couple of range of numbers as well. That means the other side as well is Kid Your Face gets 13. More Guy 84 also gets 13, and I get 11. So we just to get a couple of ranges in there, but of course the first since I say the first one to get it above or below, this is 13, and I specifically say that because that's a tiebreaker in the event it's like 11 and 13 and it's still in the middle.
Yeah. So my 8 was wrong again. What else is new? That's normally wrong. Meanwhile, we do have Nep going up the gauntlet here.
All right. And at this point too, I will say to give all our runners a follow. This is 4 runners out of a pool of 9.
Yep.
Sailor Nep, Akahesh, Hayam Cody, and Rai Rai. They've been putting on a show for us, and without these runners, we wouldn't be having something to talk about here. As well as our trackers, we have Hugo and Kif, also known as Kid Your Face. Apparently, Rai Rai also got gold.
What? Where?
From Swamp.
Where?
Swamp.
I guess along the way to the boss.
The flooded chests.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
That, in the end, that could really help Rai Rai over Akuhish because they're pretty dang close to each other. That gold sword literally could be the difference between who finishes first.
Not really, because the gold sword just is marginally faster. It just guarantees a 1-in-1 on the Ganon fights for Rai Rai, whereas Akuhish would actually have to.
Yeah, but if you're this close, if you're basically in the boss fight at the same time, it can give you those few extra seconds you need. Maybe even something in the gauntlet, just get a few extra, like one extra hit or one fewer hit to get through a room.
Consider the following: GT routing.
Yes. Let's just assume they do the same GT routing.
Yes.
Like that gold sword could make the difference.
Okay, so we will see Sailor Nep getting Moldon 2, and that's just I don't have to really comment on that. I don't think Sailor Nep has fluffed anything, and probably will not fluff anything further. I mean, pick up fluff.
Cody's already in Swamp though. Cody's just gone straight to Swamp with these flippers to try to get it. This could help.
Yeah. So this will be go mode for Hayam Cody. We'll still no, he did clear Skull Woods. We did mention that a little bit ago because during the time when Hayam Cody was frozen and didn't recover, he did clear out Skull Woods.
Yep.
So this would be go mode for Hayam Cody to summon Crystal. Aga 2 is down.
Yeah, on Nep's side, going to Ganon, going to try to complete it. Big question is, can Nep take down first overall? We're gonna find out as soon as Nep is done.
We'll see what happens here as Sailor Nep will drop into the Ganon fight now. Of what she will say, why rule a desert over stereotypes where I can corrupt the world, something, whatever. It's corrupting world, desert, something, dessert, ice cream, cake.
Go. Looks like a good position for phase 2. This should be pretty quick.
Yeah, these are good. These are some good hits here. This is a successful 1-in-1.
Yep. I mean, that's a great place. Ganon just decided to be in a beautiful place for phase 2 there for a Tempered Sword.
All right, so we'll see how this shakes down here for Sailor Nep. Ganon playing
This should be a fast finish from here on out, but
yeah,
you never know. Something can happen at the last minute. Ooh, it's like that. Like not getting torch glitch.
That doesn't matter. Sailor Nep has
we have silvers, so yeah. It's not too bad.
Yeah, very quick Ganon fight. No surprises there. GG's comes out. Please get out your GG's for Sailor Nep. I will get the official race time for you in just a second. And with this, Sailor Nep will be taking first on our race stream with an official race time, that GG time of 1:42.40. Will also finish first overall amongst 9 runners.
Yeah, well done, Sailor Nep. Very well played. Very well done.
Yep, and seen in lowercase. So that's what it looks like when with the lowercase letters. Can you tell I love the lowercase letters in this update?
Sorry?
Can you tell I love the lowercase letters in this update? Also, hi, Sailor Nep.
Hello.
GG, well done.
Thank you. This one was sure interesting.
Oh my god. So, I'm completely unrelated before I get into the related stuff. Nep, thank you very much for having a Bochi profile picture on Discord.
Oh yeah, I love that show. It's very...
Bochi the Rock is a great anime. Anyway,
is.
anyway, well, thoughts on the seed?
So for me, it was somewhere around the time I was clearing Myron that I had the thought. I didn't act on it, but I just had the thought of, Lamp is going to be on Argus, isn't it? I don't know why I thought that specifically, but it turned out to be true.
Oh, the big theme from the four runners here was the fact that Thievestown, the early four Thievestown play, like the free four chests in Thievestown, did not end up paying out, and you just didn't go for it, and it turns out your flippers are right there, and that was your your last item in Thievestown.
I didn't really know how to feel about that, because I was thinking, well, as long as the hook isn't on like the overworld checks, then it's not really a big deal, and someone could have just fake flippered anyway. So, because I'm like, I don't think anyone's gonna rush Pendant Ice or Hookless Swamp in this case. Someone could, but it didn't seem likely. When I finally got the flippers, I just instantly bailed because I'm like, I don't even have Lamp. It could be here in Thievestown. I don't feel like Hook is here, and if it is, oh well, I lose. So I'm kind of glad that at least went according to plan. I was also starting to stress out about the items in Ice Palace because I don't really pay attention to the hook logic ever. And I was like, I probably shouldn't be paying attention to that. And then I got the third item, so I was like, okay, well, I can just leave.
Yeah, we were talking about that. I wasn't sure if you had picked up 3 items. Chat confirmed that you did. But I was wondering if you were counting items or counting logic because you were looking for a hook shot.
I think I was banking on the idea that the big key was out of logic, at which point I think I would have left after Iced Tea, but just didn't matter.
Yeah. In the end, it worked out, but I just wasn't sure what you were counting in the moment.
Yeah. The seed
hook shot
aside,
logic is kind of funky in Ice.
Yeah. The seed aside, I was having quite the time throughout with just getting a lot of really weird enemy RNG. It felt like everything that was able to get in my way from randomness just did so tonight, from the chain chomps to just random little other things. The dead rocks alone were comparatively nice.
Yeah, I mean, what is there to expect? What else do you expect from a seed from that I rolled?
That's just life, I suppose.
Well, yeah, one of the biggest problems for your opponents is that Akuhaish ran into a glitch in Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock.
Actually had to save and quit and then reclimb later in the game to get all the way back up.
Oh my goodness, that's so inconvenient.
Yeah, he had cape glitched. He cape glitched, so.
Unfortunately, Aku was doing really well. Was a little bit behind you, but not by much, and lost a lot of time on that glitch. Is currently climbing GT.
Yeah, I wonder in that case how close it might have been if that not had happened. That's really too bad.
Yeah, because the reclimb of GT later and recompletion of that whole area does take a decent amount of time. I think not quite this much time, but it would have been interesting to see how things would have panned out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was glad on top of everything else that I picked the correct GT route tonight. I've been kind of flip-flopping a lot lately on what GT route I prefer, so it was nice to get rewarded for that choice.
Yeah.
I mean, in the end, we still have no other completions on the board. So you had quite a bit of time over everybody else. It seems that everybody else had issues finding their items today.
Oh, that hook shot, that's little surprise. I feel like anything that you do that feels like an overclear tends to get washed away in a seed like that.
Yeah.
And I could even see other things happening, like maybe somebody does cold stare because they didn't check the pedestal like I did, something like that.
Yeah. It's one of those things where like, yeah, it's the seed was kind of odd, but then just like everything all funneled into like there's a last location of Thieves Town for the flippers, and that's kind of like what the story of the seed is for the restream.
Yeah. I mean, even if you get the flippers early, I think very rarely you would see someone think, well, I'm just gonna go to Swamp and hope the hook shot's there. That's not
Yeah,
a
let's
common
do left side swamp just to find the hook shot. That's
So-
that's not a play you're gonna make very often.
No.
And if you do, I don't think it's a play that wins you a lot of games very often.
No, but when you do, you get to feel good about it, but all the other times it's like, well, I shouldn't have done that.
99% of the time you shouldn't do it, but every once in a while it wins you a game because you try it.
Exactly. Alright, well,
That's
I
why
get
a lot
to
of
cut
our
this-
runners try to use those plays that win the majority of the time because it is a randomizer and you never really know where anything is. Gotta
Yeah,
play
exactly.
the odds in the end.
You want to use the most effective strategy you can, but in the end, you know, you can never be sure.
No. RNG always wins.
More or less. Well, I hate to cut this short, but thanks for having me. I am feeling like I need to get some food, so I'm gonna go do that.
Well, thanks for being restreamed. And thanks for the show.
Thanks so much. You all take care, and GG's to all the other runners.
Yeah. We'll switch over to.
Yes, I was gonna say, meanwhile, Akuhesh already on Aga 2, taking down Aga 2 pretty well, going to be heading on to Ganon. We have Rai Rai on the climb up to the Aga 2 fight, as well as Hayam Cody.
Alright, we will switch over to Agah's audio. Just on account of Akahesh being ahead of Cody and Rai Rai. Between Cody and Rai Rai, they're actually kind of neck and neck between each other.
Yeah, they're close. Rai Rai was way ahead of Cody. What was it? The fact that, like, I know Cody just got the flippers and ran straight to the swamp. Was that the difference? Like,
Maybe.
what happened? I know Akuhesh and Rai Rai were neck and neck for a while there, and all of a sudden, Rai Rai is behind and now tied with Cody.
This is the so Rai Rai did tile room, going for the living on a prayer strat, and then Cody just did a full lap. That's GT routing.
That'll
just
do it.
making it. Yeah, GT routing just makes a difference.
Oh, and apparently Rai Rai forgot a key and had to mirror. Okay, yeah. So Rai Rai just had some GT routing issues, which put Cody ahead. That makes sense. Okay. I was just wondering, you know, we were talking and I'm trying to figure out how Rai Rai got so far behind when he and Akuhesh were effectively tied for the last good while. They were in Swamp at the same time, so I kind of expected them to have a similar climb and timing. That's unfortunate.
Almost getting the triple there, but we'll clean it up right here. Akahesh will take down Gaiden, so GG's come out for Akahesh. We'll get the official race time, that GT time, for you in just a second. Akahesh will be finishing second in our restream with an official race time, that GG time of 1:52.57, finishing second overall as well. And as mentioned before, Akahesh will not be joining us in the interview booth, but will be in, probably be joining us in chat here. So this one, so we're back to Cody's audio. This is for Mad Red Dead.
So quick question. Akuhish is in the chat. My big question for you was, when you were in Kakariko, you had cane and you had mushroom, but you fluted over to turn in mushroom before doing fake powder. Was there what was on the mind there?
I had to remember just a second.
Yep.
Go.
No. Go ahead.
No, okay. So on Cody's side, since I know this a little bit, as he takes a Moldorm 2 fall.
Sorry, Cody takes a fall to Moldorm.
And then it does pull ahead here. On High on Cody's side, that track is called Breath of Forest. This is the track that plays during the forest scenes in after escaping the hallucination lab. And after the cat chase too in that section. Alright. We have Rai going to Eka 2. That's a fight down.
Yep, Rai heading towards. I thought Cody got ahead of Rai. Did I miss something? They switch again, or did I missee what their positions earlier?
No, you weren't mistaken. Cody was ahead. It seems like there may have been a gauntlet execution, gauntlet execution issue. And Cody did fall. And no. Rai was still ahead. Was still ahead of. Rai was still ahead because even the Moldorm fall had extended the lead further, but because I know Rai was on the Moldorm fight before Cody was. The fall only extended the lead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was an interesting. They've kind of gone back and forth a little bit, and it's interesting because not too many. Our top 2 runners out of our 9 were both on stream, so it makes for an interesting finale here. I guess Akuhish, unfortunately, probably either didn't hear me or is just in chat, so that's okay. Sometimes that happens after these runs. We appreciate the fact that he was willing to be restreamed here on Speed Gaming to allow us to commentate and provide some entertainment for all the rest of you.
Alright, so phase 4 on the Ganon fight up for Rai. We're about to finish this up in just a second. So GG's out to Rai. And we'll be finishing this race out, getting the official race time, the GG time for you as well. Rai will be finishing 3rd on our restream with an official race time, that GG time of 1:56.47, finishing 5th overall, behind B Bono, finishing with a 1:55.14, and Adarip1 finishing 5 seconds after that bet with 1:55.19.
5-second difference there between 3rd and 4th off stream. Man, that's a close race. But definitely GG's to Rai coming in there. I'm Cody competing in there. Does still have a chance for that 6th place. And we'll see what happens.
So this one is during the last couple of sections of the game here. This is a particular track. It's like I'm gonna go into getting a little into spoiler territory, which I'm not gonna really comment on further. But this is the last part of the game, and Hi, Cody will finish this race out. Get your GGs out of the chat for him, and he will be finishing. I'll get the rest of the time at TG time as well. Finishing out with a 1:58.01, 4th place on our restream, 6th place overall, just behind Rai. And speaking of Rai, here he is.
Rai's in chat. Yeah. Welcome, yeah. GG's.
Thank you, and GG.
Yeah.
While we Was I the only one who had to do double climb?
No. Yes. I was gonna inquire about the fact. No, well, I'll say it when Cody comes into the booth. So But yeah, and actually, since Cody's here, hi Cody. Hi, I'm Cody, and welcome to the commentary booth.
I thought you
Howdy.
were
GG's.
GG, man.
Anyway, so the story of this restream in the seed is double dipping Thieves Town to get the flippers. That what the first 4 checks. Well, yes, they did. There was, I believe, 3 items there. There just simply was not there. The flippers was just hiding there, and everyone else did not go for it, and just left.
Yeah, I think based on the time, even of our off-stream runners, I think nobody went to the back of Thievestown.
Yeah, there was just no good time. It felt like to go there until it's like, oh great, I need flippers, and there's nowhere else left to check.
I think I had 3 in-logic locations left at the time, and while I was doing everything else, I guess everyone skipped lamp and went up mountain. I was just like, oh, it's just lamp. It's probably just lamp. I don't need to worry about going back to feast. It's not going to be anything there.
Yeah, exactly. That was pretty much the only weird thing I had. It's like, well, I know it wants me to have the lamp up here because here's the flute, and then it's like everything just starts falling into place, and it's like, well, where's the flippers now?
My seats had to do that. Yeah, so
Well, that's what makes them special, after all.
Yeah. So, other than that, thoughts on the seed for any of you two?
Hookshot was pretty funny.
I mean, it had to lead to an event eventually. So,
Yeah.
there really wasn't anything else to really say
Swamp
about
was-
it.
Yeah, Swamp was pretty stacked. It was Burna, Sword, Lamp, and Hookshot.
Yeah. I'm not paying too much attention. I'll count down now.
Yeah, I think so, because with Diver Down, I was like, I have everything except Body Sword. I don't, no armor, no half magic, but, might as well just open them because they're next to you. And, yeah, that's what.
Oh, was there a
Body
sword back
was.
there? I skipped those. Of course there was a sword there. Oh, this game.
Yeah. And Burna, so.
Oh,
I
that's
was the only one
amazing.
that got butter on stream. So. Cool. Well, I'm always there. I'm like, I might as well. It takes 5 seconds to just open those 2 chests. Even if it's.
Yeah.
And-
I really thought about opening them, but I was too busy making clown pasta for the first 30 minutes of that seed.
Oh my god! Yeah, Eastern was such a bait. Fire rod and bow immediately, and I'm like, obviously they wanted to kill it, get green pen, and then we're gonna get something. And
Right? And it's just like, nope.
refund. Oh, that was rough. But yeah, the GT climb. No, just to jump to the end there. I've never seen DM into right side routing like that lead to not having enough keys. That I was flabbergasted. I had to mirror back to tile room.
Oh,
that
that's
was
fun.
insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Hope
that was
left,
insane.
so fortunately I dodged right side completely, pretty much.
Yeah, because it was in random room, right? So for me it was chest number 21. So I was like, cool, I got everything. So clearly I don't need anything else. But I had 1 key. So I've checked everything. It's gonna be a key and the 3 chests up there, and it wasn't.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting one because right, you were actually in Swamp about the same time as Akuhaish. You two were pretty close when you were in Swamp for a good portion of it. And then we looked away because we were watching somebody else, and all of a sudden we came back, and we were wondering what happened there for a little bit. So it was probably that GT routing that just completely changed things up.
Yeah, I ended up using every key because I like to do DM into full right side all the way to Ice Armas. So I used up every key I could. And since I got nothing there, I had to go back to round the room. I used up every key. And, one on the mini Helma, and I'm like, there's 3 chests there. There's gonna be one there. It's not gonna be in GT Big and Tile Room. But that's what it was. So
rough. That's just anti-fun at that point.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm just doing the climb again, and I'll get to practice land on. I missed silver arrows again on it, so
yeah. It's more practice.
Hell yeah. But other than that, except that I clowned, because I every time I had something great in my mind, like, I'll do Smith Chain into this. Then I got the hammer. Then I forgot about hammer pegs because I already had it in my mind,
Oh, yeah, we noticed that too. We were wondering what happened there.
Yeah, it was when I entered K45. Then I was just like, I have the hammer. What am I doing? And I was just like, I'm just gonna assume. At that point, I was like, I'm gonna assume the lamp isn't there, and I'm just gonna continue. And then I checked it. And I'm like, all right, well, the lamp is somewhere else. Yeah, there was nothing, so it went fine. But then I did the same thing again. When I got hammer and mirror, then after, just go up a mountain, just clean out, lampless, it's fine. Do Hera, check right side. Maybe I'll find a cane. Maybe I can go into Turtle Rock. I did everything, and then I forgot about Paradox Cave, and I just started running to Spy Cave. And I was about to jump down and do it, and I was like, oh, I forgot. That might have been something important. And there was cane and flute.
Yeah, just everything you need, like right there.
Yeah, that was an important one to make sure you checked at some point.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, should I continue with Spy Caves? Like, it's such a long walk back. I'd rather just go back than again lose that minute, and then go back to Spy Cave afterwards. And I'm happy I did that. I would have done it immediately after, no matter what. But it just, I don't know. Everything just escaped my mind at unfortunate times. But overall, except for the early and late baits, I'm pretty happy with it. It was pretty great. Unlucky routing. That's just how it is sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, you were doing pretty well in the end. Throughout, it was just a little bit of GT routing really, unfortunately, caught you on the wrong side there.
Yeah, and I have the place that
as I said, you were in Swamp at the same time as Akuhaish.
Yeah, so it was a coin to that one, because if it would have been on the right side, then it probably would have favored me a little bit. But
oh, for sure,
yeah.
It would have saved you a lot of time. You would have been able to pick up a bunch, and you probably would have placed second almost for sure if it had ended up on that side.
Oh, hell
but
yeah.
The game was not so kind.
Yeah, game said no. Well, I'll get it next time. So. Hopefully.
I actually just checked the replay. You actually finished Swamp before Akuhaish did.
Oh. Foolish.
And it was just that last minute routing.
Yeah. I see here as well. We have the exact same collection rate as well.
Yeah, like you had the same plan, you had the same everything. Everything worked perfectly right up until GT decided that he won and you didn't. That this game does that. There's nothing you can do about it as a runner. Sometimes the game just decides, nope, your route doesn't work. Sorry.
Yeah, no, but that's what's so fun with GT routing as well. Because I talked with Benjamin about this a week ago or so. But everyone has their own way how to clear it out. Some start hope room, some skip it, some I do DM into right side, some go full left. It's fun to see that and see how people like to play it. And pray for RNG, so to say. But I'll say though, the people who do tile room early, those are the real mad lads out there.
Oh, I agree with that. That's just it can be crazy that way.
Okay, so just to jump in here, final thoughts on this before we wrap things up.
Great. Book was useless, but great.
From our runners, anything?
I mean,
Oh,
I had fun with it. It was kind of silly, some of the locations, especially that whole Thief Sound thing. It's like, there was like no incentive to go there, and it's like, oh hey, actually we're gonna put the flippers there. Okay, have fun.
Mhm. Well,
I just want. Oh,
no,
I was
go,
going to say, I just want to say, Render, it was nice commentating with you again.
Yeah.
And I want to shout out our trackers, who are the real behind the scenes heroes that make sure that we actually know what we saw and what we didn't see. So thank you to Hugo and Kif for all of their tracking.
Yeah. As well as our runners, Sailor Nep, Akahesh, I am Cody, and Rai. They put on a fantastic show for you. So on the pipeline, I did mention this at the top of the show that this was our second to last restream before the main tournament starts up. So tomorrow, April 21st, 2023 at 5 p.m. Eastern time, we will have open boots to end off our dailies until we start to be at the end of our dailies for restreaming, and then coming up on Saturday 1 p.m. the group reveals will happen on the main Speed Gaming channel. At the top of the hour to the Super 16 game risks will also be revealed, so people will be able to do the Super 16 and all that stuff. But for the context of ALTTPR, the group reveal will happen. And if you have never seen a group reveal before, what you'll expect is the number one seed coming out of qualifiers will start picking names that represent the groups, and it's all of our characters. All the tickets that you'll see are group polls. So it's a specialized seed that's only the runner, the first place of the qualifier will get to play. So we'll see who will be picked, who will come out, and we'll see who gets and who will be there and all that stuff. And then after those group reveals start, the main tournament will begin proper. The group stages will start, I think, just like next week, and then we will continue those group stages up until the first round of groups, or first round of brackets, that is, and that will be probably around probably in June. Then after the dailies will come back at around June. During this time, you will we will have a survey coming out to help improve the dailies and stuff. We'll see how that goes. But
I do believe offline, not streamed, the weeklies on Sunday are going to continue. So if you are a person who's looking at trying to run, you want something a little casual to learn and join in, you can join Sunday's races once a week, and you can join a little bit of a friendly competitive race. It won't be restreamed, but it'll give you a chance to enter our community if that's something you're interested in.
Yeah. So yeah, that will. So after all that stuff aside, thank you all for watching this, and and then of course don't wait. Be prepared to watch the 1 p.m. groups reveal, because it will be a fun one, and we'll see Humbug pick out some numbers.
On top of that, there's going to be a lot of ALTTPR action coming on, so please do make sure you follow the Speed Gaming channel, as well as Speed Gaming's 2 through 6, because over the next little bit, as mentioned, there are going to be a lot of races in this tournament. There are a lot of runners in it. There's a lot of races we're going to need to cover, and you're going to have a lot to watch. So you're going to want to make sure you follow them so that it pops up and notifies you when we're live. But just so you know, if you're still interested in any action tonight, the only thing going on is we're in the middle of a Zelda 1 race. We still got some Link action going on over on Speed Gaming. And when that race finishes, there's going to be another Zelda 1 race as part of their tournament. So Zelda 1 has a tournament, and they're ongoing. So if you still want some Zelda action, it is still going over there on Speed Gaming 1.
Yeah.
Render,
So
I don't know if there's anything else you got.
Nope. That's all the announcements I have for you. So yeah, stay tuned for the for that, and we'll see if we can, and then we also have more channels to go over and talk. Put your calendars, put the date on the calendar for the groups reveal, and I'm done talking here. So thank you all for watching this, and have a good rest of your day, night, whatever. Take it easy.